a contract signing on SmackDown next week, Christopher says. Don't push it, Chris.
That's genius.
Don't push it. It's on main event, mate.
I was going to watch SmackDown. I won't bother.
It's on main event. That's what you're doing. If you're wondering, if you're listening back on iTunes right now or Spreaker, and you're wondering who the hell we're talking to, it is people listening live over on Spreaker, in the chat box. You can get involved with the show if you want to get involved. That's all you have to do. So anyway, let's move on. The main points of this week's Monday Night Raw, because there were a few.
Yes, well, Rollins then came out and challenged anybody to an open match.
Yeah.
As long as it was anybody who was under 6 foot.
Yeah.
And under 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So the woman, the interviewing said, so it means you're challenging Dorito to a fight. And His music came on, and then Neville's music came on. He hit the criteria.
Yeah.
And they had one of the best matches I've seen on Raw.
Yeah. I like his intro.
Yeah, I think it was an amazing, amazing match. I think it was really good. And when he hit the red arrow, there may be a 3, you know?
It was that very, close. Very close.
So
but there was a pin before that, and I think genuinely it was a bit of a balls up.
I think the referee a little bit slipped up.
Yeah, a little bit. And they were like, well, that must have been a thing. But they played on it. That was great. They did the right thing.
JBL was excellent during that match because he was talking about British wrestlers.
Yeah. Whoa. Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. I'm looking in the chat box. There's a woman called Jennifer Jones has joined us.
Jennifer Jones live in the chat box.
In the chat box. So it's hello to Jennifer Jones.
Hello.
And then we've got Janio.
Janio.
Hello, Janio. And they're just saying hi, Chris. Oh, they're just ignoring us.
All right.
So hello. Do you know this Jennifer Jones?
Maybe.
How would you know her?
I kind of live with her.
Yeah. What?
So she's obviously like spying on me at work.
You live with her?
Yes.
This is
Jennifer.
She's just said hello, gents.
Hello.
Is she upstairs?
She is upstairs.
And you're downstairs.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable. She's a podcast pervert. That's what she is.
She is. She's spying on me.
That's unbelievable. It's lovely to see her support for you. You better up your game because she's like in charge. If you cock up now, she's going to let us know. So
I know. I've had it, innit?
Get on with it. Get on with it. Disastrous.
Let's talk about So what a brilliant match Neville and Rollins.
Yeah, it was an amazing match.
Enjoyed it.
Great match.
I'm going to mention next the Cesaro and Kevin Owens.
Yeah, what's going on with that, man?
I think this is really quite good bit of business.
Yeah?
I think this is finally, after Kevin Owens just came in and beat Cena and had a massive rub off that.
He needed to have someone to go against, right?
Yeah, of course. Because by the looks of it, he was only pushed into the limelight with Cena because of Rusev breaking his foot.
Yeah.
But it turned out to the fans to be an amazing bit of television and some of the best matches of the year.
Yeah.
And then Cesaro looks like he's finally getting his push.
Yeah.
This Kevin Owens deal. Now, these two were in Ring of Honor years ago.
Well, exactly. The whole Ring of Honor thing, and any wrestling fan will know that. So that really does make this quite a big deal.
They finally made it to the big dance, and they're finally going to be up against each other. I think these matches, any show that these matches are on, I think they could steal the show completely.
Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
I think SummerSlam, Cesaro versus Kevin Owens possibly is the dark horse.
Oh, that's got to happen. And I tell you what, if those two go on, they're gonna say to each other before they go out there, right, let's put on a show. Yeah, let's make this our moment to shine.
This is the Savage Steamboat moment.
It would be amazing.
Yeah, definitely. So I'd love to see that match at SummerSlam. I think it's going to happen, and I think it'd be a start of something really special. So I'm really chuffed with that. Really, really chuffed with that. Moving on.
Okay, Enhancer.
Moving on. The Paul Heyman.
Hang on. Before we go any further, Jennifer Jones has just said in the chat box, I'm very much enjoying this show.
Oh, thank you very much.
And Christopher said the crowd was very interactive this week. They were actually, weren't they?
Brilliant. Yeah, they were really, really
very good.
But no, next bit, the Paul Heyman promo.
Yeah.
Just
sick, as they say.
Yeah.
Whoever they are.
Poorly, it was. It was just brilliant.
Yeah.
It was so good. He's ace. And then Brock came out as well, and it was just, he stood in that box, and he is proper intimidating. Stick him on the steel steps is even more scary, I suppose.
It was amazing. I think the whole thing. What was the highlight of the promo for you?
Just the intensity that Heyman brings on it all.
Yeah.
And the
it's just real, isn't it?
And the fact he said, and by the way, Taker rang up Vince McMahon backstage and begged.
I'm going to shoot. You want the truth? You want the backstage news? You want to know what really goes on here?
Now, I like that because we don't normally get to hear the shoot when it comes to Undertaker.
No, exactly.
It's always been about the character.
Yeah.
And the way the merchandise has just been relaunched for Undertaker, his new merchandise, I've got a funny feeling the American Badass is back.
Right. Okay.
I don't think it's going to be a bit of more of a real character like the American Badass was. It was him being him, not him being the Phenom. So I think we're going to see the Brawler back. And this fight at SummerSlam is going to be pretty brutal.
Do you think SummerSlam he's going to come out on a Harley Davidson and shock everyone?
I'd like to see that, but I'm not sure we'll get the Harley Davidson. But I think we're just going to get a comic book character style Undertaker again.
Right.
So we're going to have a little bit less of the gimmick, and more the you're going to have to kill me stuff, like he said on Raw a few weeks ago.
That will be interesting.
I think it'll be ace. So I think we're going to get the Badass again. So yeah, it was a really good moment, and I'm really looking forward to that match. I think it could be. Well, it's going to be hard to beat. That's going to be the main event of SummerSlam. It's going to be no matter what goes on that show, that match is going to finish it, and anything could happen because they're so good, the pair of them.
No, I know exactly. Christopher's just said, don't get why they were standing on the steps, though. As you said, he's intimidating on his own. It is true. Yeah, but they just made him look bigger and even worse than he is. Do you know what I mean?
Brock Lesnar just stand like head and shoulders above the rest. So I think it was more of a metaphor. That's why they stuck him on there. Plus, they're like 200-pound them steps, and he launched it in there like it was like a lettuce.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So,
unless it's hitting Kane over the ankle, who we still haven't seen since that incident.
No. So
is he going to make an appearance?
You never know. He was brought up in a promo, wasn't he? Yeah. When Paul Heyman had to go about his family.
Yeah.
So maybe that could be the Brothers of Destruction.
Exactly.
That could also be a rub there. So
yeah, exactly. Are they thinking about it? They come back, Kane in all his gear.
The last run of the two.
Oh man, it's crazy, isn't it?
You know, there's always been lots of talk of Kane finishing. Now, could Kane finish the way he went out, which was against his brother?
Yeah.
It's very clever bit of business.
Jennifer Jones, who said, I don't care how he comes out, motorbike or not, I totally love The Undertaker.
It is brilliant when he's out and about. And
she genuinely loves The Undertaker.
She loves Undertaker.
I can't do it again. She
loves
The Undertaker. What? I missed yours. Go on, say it again.
She loves The Undertaker.
Yeah, sorry, I was making silly effects again. Sorry. Hashtag my fave. Plus, it is always good to see Michael Cole look scared, said Christopher.
He does put that over quite well. I'm still bored of Michael Cole. If it wasn't for JBL, the commentary team would be a little bit...
I don't listen to him, to be honest. I forget he's there now.
Yeah, the other two are great.
Yeah.
JBL is just legendary. They call him the legendary JBL now, don't they? When he's introduced the legend. Well, that's right,
the legend, because he is a legend. What else happened on this show that we want to talk about? I want to talk about Divas. How much time are they getting, man?
It's good, though, isn't it?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I am noticing, though, that the Page team, which are now the Submission Sorority or something?
Ridiculous name.
Weird. They're getting over a little bit more than the other team with Sasha Banks and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I hope it doesn't bring Sasha Banks down, because I think she is
it won't. She'll
head and shoulders above the rest, to be honest with you.
Well, that's why they can afford to do that.
Yeah, so...
Would you agree? If she's a little bit better than everyone else...
I think so. Tamina doesn't say much or do much.
She just looks a bit boss-eyed and stares at everyone else.
Naomi, apart from have a great backside, thinks she's a bit gangster, doesn't she?
Yeah.
But Sasha Banks is the true quality in that group.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with that.
Yeah.
Charlotte is excellent, as always. Woo! Becky Lynch is brilliant.
Yeah.
So I think the Divas doing great, and I think Paige had a great
I like the amount of time they gave him as well.
Yeah,
Remember, not so long back, we were going, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
2-second match, 3-second match. Oh, that lasted 1 minute. Now they are getting proper matches. They're going to ad breaks and they're coming back and they're getting proper time.
I think there could be, it wouldn't be long before we get to see Divas main event Raw again.
That would be amazing. It hasn't happened since Trish and Lita, is that right?
That's correct, yeah. So I think
Thank you very much.
I think we're a bit of knowledge there from Tony James.
Knowledge. It doesn't happen very often.
So I think we're going to see it at some point. Charlotte Flair is the most over out of all of them.
Yeah.
I think she gets the best reaction every time.
She does, doesn't she? It's just because she's a Flair, right?
Woo.
Have you noticed they only call her Charlotte, though? They don't call her Flair.
Yeah, they never say it. But Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks are the only ones with like last names, aren't they?
Yeah.
Everyone else has got a single name, so...
Exactly.
But no, yeah, I think Charlotte Flair is excellent, so...
Right. So what else was going on this week on Monday Night Raw?
We had the main event, which was a 6-man tag.
Yeah.
Ambrose and Reigns and Randy Orton versus the Wyatt family and Sheamus. What I picked from the most from that is Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper did their backstage promo like always.
Yeah.
And Sheamus turned up. I think that's the first time we've actually seen anybody else.
Someone else was in the back. It was weird. I wondered where it was going, but the way Sheamus looked at him at the end of the promo made me think, is he actually part of them or what?
Because he's got that weird beard thing going on.
Yeah.
Could there be a new Wyatt? And there has been talk about a new Wyatt for a long time now, and lots of names have been mentioned.
It can't be him, though. I just don't think he's the right... I just don't think he looked right with them.
No, I think it's because he's got too much of a physique, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like because he's quite in shape, Sheamus. He's a big lad, isn't he?
Unless they sort of they make him part of it and they put him in other clothes or change the look and...
I'm not sure. And then again, at SummerSlam, are we going to see anything happen with his title, with his Money in the Bank? Because he still has that.
Yeah,
so could something happen with John Cena and Seth Rollins, and could the Money in the Bank be brought into that?
Yeah, that's true.
So
I just can't see. I can't see Sheamus winning the title anytime soon.
No, I think it's going to be later in the year.
Yeah.
So but it was weird to see Bray Wyatt put somebody else over because he said, I'm quite impressed by you, Sheamus, and he hasn't really done that before, so that was quite good. So yeah, but overall, apart from that, that's Raw. Raw was really quite good this week. I enjoyed it, and all the little Piper tributes throughout the whole thing, I thought were excellent. There were little lines that were done throughout the whole thing, and what else happened? There was one other thing happened. Stardust.
Yeah.
Well, they announced that next week.
Yes. Yeah.
Steve Amell, the Arrow, is going to be on Raw.
Yeah.
Now, this has been building up for a couple of months. The Mart is probably quite excited about it because I know he's a big fan of the Arrow like myself.
Yeah. I need to... Everybody I know is really into this comic book stuff, right?
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with someone who listened to our other show, Carnage, last night, and said I couldn't believe I had to ask who Bane was.
Yeah.
Right? Now... Well, I don't. If you don't, if I haven't seen the film, so I don't know. I don't know the comic book stuff. I don't know. So if you don't know something, you don't know it, do you?
Yeah, it's what's one of those. I'm the same.
And she said, "Well, who's your favourite then? Who's your favourite?" She said her favourite Batman was Keaton.
Yeah, Michael Keaton. Yeah.
Is he your favourite? She said that you would agree.
No.
Don't say Val Kilmer.
No, right. I'm quite happy with the Christian Bale Batman, but we'll see what Ben Affleck brings in the next one. So
okay.
So it's just one of them things.
She asked me, and I said it's going to have to be the one from the 1960s that wore the towel-in pyjamas as an outfit. Yeah, absolutely. Love the Arrow. Great show, Janie O. It's going to be brilliant, Martin says. He's woken up. He got excited then. Now you've mentioned the Arrow. Also, talking of which, they actually gave someone a contract. I don't think it was on the show, was it? Triple H. It was after the show, and they gave him a contract signing, and he got his Money in the Bank case. I forgot. Do you know the kid's name?
No, I can't.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
He's an 8-year-old cancer patient, isn't he?
That's right. And his favourite star, no pun intended, was Stardust. And he's out at ringside with him. Then he brings him in the ring, and it was just a really nice moment. He signed a contract. He got cheered by the crowd. I just love it when WWE do that stuff. It's the videos online.
They bridge the gap between like the superhero that they portray themselves to be in the real people that they are, and I like that a lot. So
I like it a lot. Also, I think it was Christopher who's in our chat box right now sent a video link of Facebook Live of Triple H, who did like a 17-minute or whatever it was,
a Q&A, wasn't it?
Q&A just sat on Facebook. So I thought, this is exciting. This is good news. So I went to try and find Facebook Live.
Yeah,
it's just for celebrities.
There we go.
So I got very angry. I said, do you know who we think we are? Can you please sort us out?
iTunes number, 3? 4?